Hello students, lesson number 4, Nutrition in Living Organism. In this lesson, today we will see the next part of our plant lesson, and that is the insectivorous plants. As you know that as some animals are there, they are eating the insects, same way these plants are there, okay, they are also eating the insect. If you see this picture, you will see it is very attractive. It is looking very what beautiful, okay, and these plants also have a sweet smell also. And do you know for what purpose it is there? This is for the what? To attract the insect, towards them. And due to this, what happen when the insect get attracted towards it, what happens? What happens? This insect get trapped inside the flower, and what happens? They die inside the flower, okay. And these leaves are of the this plant, what happens? It get close. This insect, what happens? It get inside the plant only and die, okay. So do you know why these plants are there? They are eating this insect, okay. As we know that the plants are providing food for us, okay, but these plants are there, they are eating the insect. And why it is there? So the reason behind it is that the plants where they grow, these plants where it grows, they are, what happens? They grows in the nitrogen, where there is a nitrogen deficiency is there. In which soil? In that soil, what happens? These plants are growing. So as you know that the nitrogen is very important for the growth of the plants, and that's why what happens? To fulfill the need of nitrogen, what happens? These plants are, what happens? They are very attractive to attract the insect, and this insect, what happens? From the insect body they are getting the nitrogen, okay. If you see here, we have seen how some plants feed upon the insects to obtain their nutrients, okay. And for nutrient, if nutrient is not there, so what happens? They will see the effect on their body, means their height will less. Then what happens? And these insectivorous plants, what happens? Generally grow in the soil or the water and deficient in nitrogen compounds. In which soil the nitrogen is less, in that soil these plants are growing, and to fulfill the need of nitrogen, these plants, what happens? They are eating the insect, okay. And from the body of that insect they are taking the nitrogen for their growth. The plant body of Drosera burmoni. So if you see this, how name is there, very attractive name is also there, and its appearance also very attractive. But what happens? These are very dangerous for the insects. So Drosera burmoni has a flower like appearance. It is looking like flower. If you see in this picture, it is looking like flower, and grows close to the ground, means its height is not so high. Its leaves are attractive pink and red in color. Leaves are there, they are pink, and here it is pink in color, red in color, with hairs. If you zoom this picture and you will see this, you will see, if you see here, see. So it has hairs, it like looking like hairs are there, and on that hairs, what happens? The sticky substance is there. This sticky substance is there, it is like water, and that sticky substance is for what? If the insect came here, then it gets stick to this sticky substance. And what happens? At the it grows close to the ground. Its leaves are attractive pink and red in color, with hairs at the margins. And what they told you, droplets of sticky substances found on the tip of the hairs. For what purpose? To attract this insect. The scientist Johann Burman identified these plants in Sri Lanka, okay. These plants he observed in Sri Lanka, okay, in 1737. Hence the plant name is after him, okay. What is his name? Burman. So as in the name of this plant also, what is the word is there, and that word is the Burman is there. That word is included in the name of the plant, okay. So these are plants. Now we'll see the video which shows this Drosera burmoni. See that hairs and the sticky substance is there on it. These are the insect when they are visiting the flowers. See how that plant is eating the fly. How attractive red color is it has. Catches the fly, and what will happen after some time, they will digest its body and prepare the nitrogen. So that attractive plant is there, it is nothing but it is a, this attractiveness is for to trap the insect from the environment. Okay, so the next point is the use your brain power question. It is also related to the insectivore plant, and that plant is the pitcher plant. Okay, you know that this pitcher plant is also green in color, but then also what happens, it is preparing food, but this insect even though produces food for photosynthesis, means this pitcher plant is there, it is eating insect. Then why insect it is eating? Why? But it is producing, it has a photosynthesis. Okay, it is doing photosynthesis, then also it is eating insect. Why it is there? So reason behind it is that it is also growing in the region where there is a nitrogen deficiency is there, and to fulfill the nitrogen deficiency it eats a insect. Okay, we'll see the pitcher plants here video also, and some more plants which are the insectivorous, and then we will continue the next part. How these plants are there, they are trapping the insects. Just see, when it enters inside the body of plant, what happens, the leaves are get closed. See how attractive they are. This is sundew. This is pitcher plant. It is green in color. Once it falls in that liquid, then what happens? Its body dissolves in it, and it gets digested by the plant. See how fastly they are eating this insect, these plants. And this picture is there in our textbook. It is Drosera burmani. See its body get dissolved. Yes, that body of the insect get dissolved in this. Okay. Now you saw some of the plant which eats insect. Okay, and they have attractive color, and what beautiful appearance. For what purpose? To trap the insect for their feed. Okay, so next it is the saprophytic plants. As we know that just now I told you that insectivorous plants, they are eating the which? The insect. But saprophytic plants means those plants, those grows the decaying or dead remains of the organisms, and so they are called as a saprophytic. So if you see here in the picture, you will notice that here is the wood. Here it is the wood, and in that wood this umbrella like projections or mushroom like projections is grown, and this is nothing but the what? These are the saprophytic plants. Okay, so its explanation what is given here, we will see. Plant which obtain the food from dead and decaying bodies of the other animals, it is called as a saprophytic plant. This is the definition of saprophytic plants. Plants which obtain food from dead and decaying bodies of the other organisms, and those called as a saprophytic plants. Various types of fungi like mushroom, yeast are the saprophytes. Okay, which fungi? Mushroom and the yeast, these are the saprophytes. Fungi secrete digestive enzyme. Okay, fungi are there, they are secrete digestive enzyme. Okay, where? On the dead and remains of the part, dead remains of the plant. And then what happens? To digest and break down the carbon compounds. As you know that wood is there, it is very tough. So when these mushrooms grow on it, they secrete some of the digestive enzyme here, and the part from here, so what happens? It break down the carbon compound from it, and this what happens? Get absorbed by these mushrooms. Then next the resulting solutions obtain the nutrients. Okay, next part is the which always remember. So as you know that when this food gets spoiled due to some fungi causes diseases and illness, while some fungi are medicinal properties. For example, what they told you here, some fungi means that penicillium is also kind of a what? It grows from a fungi, and that from that what happens? We are preparing medicine from it. Some fungi are there like yeast, mushroom. As you know that some people mushrooms, they are making the vegetables from the mushroom, and yeast is there, we are using in the bakery products for the fermentation of for the fermentation process in the bread, cake, butter. Inside what happens? Mushroom they are using for the better for the sponginess. Okay, then mushrooms are rich source of iron and vitamins, and that's why what happens? These mushrooms and the yeast are the useful fungi. Okay, and the other like the other fungi like Clostridium, this is the what is? It is harmful. It grows on the food after canned food, on canned food after the expiry date. The Clostridium grows, and because when we eat such a food, what happens? We get diarrhea, omitting these types of diseases we are getting. So next it is the what? Role of nutrients and effect of their deficiency on plants. Okay, so in plant body, what is the role of these nutrients? Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, magnesium, iron, manganese and zinc. What is the roles of these nutrients? And this is the function means role, and if its deficiency is there in the body of plant, so which effects they are facing, that we will see in this plant. So first it is the nitrogen. Just we see in the insectivorous plants, to fulfill the need of nitrogen, what they are eating? The insect. So if what happens, if there is plant inside this, nitrogen is less. So we will see here, if nitrogen, what is the function of nitrogen in the plant's body? So the important function, it is the important component of protein, chlorophyll and the cytoplasm. Nitrogen is the important component of protein, chlorophyll and the cytoplasm. Then If its deficiency is there in the plant's body, then their retarded or stunted growth. If plant's height is what happens, it get reduced and yellowing of leaves, and leaves becomes what? Yellow in color. Next, phosphorus. What is the role of phosphorus in the body? So light energy means sun's energy is there. Its conversion into the chemical energy is the role of phosphorus in the plant body. Now if deficiency is there, then what happens? The early leaf fall. The leaves, what happens after the full growth of the plant? What happens? All the processes are going on. It growth takes place, reproduction. It gives the seeds, and then what happens? The plant dry, and then leaves are falling. But before the processes, what happens? Early leaf fall is the symptom because of the phosphorus. Next, it is the late flowering. Flowers are not blossoming. Slow growth of root means roots are also not growing fastly. So it shows the what? It's a height is also less. Flowering also it is not get flowering late, and slow growth of the root is the because of the what? Deficiency of phosphorus in their body. Next, it is the potassium. What is the potassium? All the metabolic activities means daily plant body inside, which are the daily activities are there. For that, in that smoothness in that activity, what happens is it is because of the potassium. And if the potassium is less, then what happens is stem is weak. Wilting of leaves means leaves, what happens? Get curve. I will show you the picture after this. Failure produce of the carbohydrate. Failure to produce the carbohydrates means they are not preparing their foods. Next, magnesium. If the magnesium is less in the what is the role of magnesium in the production of chlorophyll? Chlorophyll production inside magnesium performs the main role, and if it is not, deficiency is there, chlorophyll not produced properly, and its effect is there, we will see on the plant body, that is retarded growth, yellowing of leaves. Leaves becomes yellow in color. Then next, it is the iron. Production of chlorophyll, same thing is there, and if production chlorophyll is not then yellow. Chlorophyll is green in color. If its deficiency is there, then what happens? The color of the leaf changes to yellow in color. Next, it is the manganese. Production, what is its role? The production of the main part plant hormone. Its role is in the production of plant hormone. If plant's hormones are not produced properly, its effects are seen on the growth, and its growth is retarded growth, or the spotted leaves are there. Okay. Next, it is the zinc. If zinc is there in the body, then its role is in the production of hormone and their intermediates. So that there only what happens? Hormone production inside zinc is performing the main role, and if its deficiency is there in the body, then what happens? We will see the retarded growth and yellowing of the leaves. Okay, so these things are there. If these nutrients if less in the plant's body, then what happens? They are facing these problems. Okay, and wilting of leaves means most, if you observe this, if these nutrients are less in the body, so mainly the leaves becomes yellow, and that roots are not growing properly, and the leaf are there, they are also spotted, they are yellow. If you see a retarded growth, these deficiencies are seen in the body of the plant. Okay, now we will see, I will show you the wilting of leaves, how the leaves get wilt because of the deficiency of these nutrients, and then we will stop. Now if you see these pictures, you will notice that how the leaves of these plants are get wilted and get yellow. Okay, so this is the wilting of leaves. Okay, so see the structure of the leaves of the plants, you will understand the concept, that is the wilting of leaves, and it is due to the deficiency of the what? Nutrients in the plant's body. So these things are happening. Just see how are the images here I am showing. See here, yellow and wilting of the leaves are seen here. So today we will see. So today we saw the effects of the nutrients on the plant. If the deficiency of there in the nutrients deficiency is there in the body of the plant, so which problems it is facing, and then we saw the insectivorous plants and the saprophytic plant. So today we stop here only, and the next part of the lesson we will continue in our next lesson, and the part name is the nutrition in the elements. So till here what happens, that plants nutrition in plants we are finished. So okay.